So fun fact, I've only ever had like an actual for real art class in high school, and even then it would have been with the same teacher, but the teacher transferred to a different school, so I actually got two different teachers with two completely different kind of philosophies in art. I don't know. They both came at art from different ways. So the first teacher that I had, I won't give names. I'm gonna call her Miss Right Brain. So Miss Right Brain is very like old-fashioned. She's very like by the books, you could say, but she's also like all about like art as like an emotional type of medium or way of expression. Like art is like the only thing that you can do that kind of thing with. And she was cool though. Like I think I might still have it in my house, but she drew like a full like portrait of me from when I took her class. It looked pretty good. The only thing is that like she didn't properly capture the fact that I have bags under my eyes because I stay up all night every night back then. Still kind of do, but still. So as opposed to just me looking like I was tired, I instead look a little Asian, and it's a little weird because she's Chinese, but you know what, that's neither here nor there. The other teacher that I had was Mrs. Left Brain. Did I call the first one Right Brain? Whatever, it's the opposite side. And her whole deal is that she was also very into art, but okay, so I'm getting my stuff confused. It's not that, you know, they had different philosophies, different ways of viewing art. It was more that they had different ways of like learning art, and like different like they learned how to expand their horizons in terms of art in much more different ways. So Right Brain, the original teacher, she learned through years and years and years of just doing art, drawing, painting, things like that. And the other teacher, Left Brain, she was a lot younger, first of all, and I think she was like in her late 20s, early 30s when I was in high school, so that was like almost 10 years ago. And her thing is that she got a lot of jobs. She got a lot of jobs in game design, and not like, oh, she's making the new Call of Duty type of game design. More like, but in like, she worked on a lot of like digital slot machines, and not digital slot machines, like she mostly worked in like making games for casinos, and I will elaborate later in a little bit. She worked with designing games for casinos, and one of her dream jobs, she's said this a few times, and I don't know if it's worrying, but I shouldn't read that. I wonder. And she really wanted to get into VR game design, and the reason why is because she wants to be I don't know if I should say this, but I'm keeping her identity a secret, so it's fine. She wanted to get into VR game design because she wanted to develop games that were so good and so addicting that people would pay money out the ass just to continuously play these games. She wanted to become almost like a VR drug peddler, if you will. You ever tried to jerk it with your feet? No, hold on. And yeah. Oh, okay. Apparently it's really good. So even though my second art teacher ended up wanting to be kind of like a VR drug peddler, she was really cool. I had her for senior year, and when the year was over and everyone graduated, and there was one day left, and none of the seniors had to come. It's just for fun. But what she had in store was a really fun get together, place all the seniors could hang out, kind of like a party on campus. And she had a few things that she wanted to do. She had the people hey, you want to cosplay? That's fine, because I'm cool. I know what cosplay is. I do it sometimes. Another thing she had was a karaoke machine, and she was like, hey, anybody, you want to do karaoke? Go ahead, do it. And I think I wasn't the only one. I know some others did it. I was one of the first ones to do it because people were nervous. They didn't they're like, oh, I don't want to sing in public. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll sing in public in front of all these people, in front of my colleagues, classmates, girl I liked. Sure, why not? And I ended up singing What's Going On by Four Non Blondes, the Hey Yeah 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 song. Hey yeah yeah yeah. And I was nervous. So first part was bad. Everything else after that was actually pretty good. I don't remember what movie we ended up watching, but we did watch something. I can't remember what. All I remember is that even though I was a big old fat boy, a big old fat kid, I cosplayed as Finn the Human from Adventure Time, an American classic. God rest its soul. And I hope the new series... Oh, Jesus. Ooh, thick brush. That's a real good name. Hello? Yes, hi.
Batman practicing karate on the mentally ill. Call it what it is.
See, I only trust Batman slander to say that.
Batman put you in the hospital, and then Wayne Corp ups your insurance premium.
Oh, that one's really bad. Especially because, if Batman were written, by, I think, Richard Spencer, he would do that.
Frank Miller would do that.
Frank Miller would do that, because Frank Miller hates happiness.
Yeah, he does. So does Garth Ennis, but like Garth Ennis isn't like me.
You know who hates happiness the most? Mark Millar, the guy behind Kick-Ass.
Oh yeah, he big hates happy, but the fact that his arch enemy has been giving him hell for 70 years and wingtip dress shoes never sat right with me.
Wingtip dress shoes is really good.
The Joker's been giving Batman the works for 50 years with nothing but a crowbar and red Fenty lipstick. I'm not trying to hear it.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much it.
Batman will fuck a henchman's spine up for simply trying to feed his family by putting some boxes on a truck for the Joker. But when the clown prince of crime gets to murdering, he wants to do things by the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason Batman doesn't cover his whole face is because he needs the police to know that he's white.
Oh, that's
The worst
strong.
one!
That's the worst one. That's really good.
Oh man, I saw this earlier. Okay, so somebody posted uh, French protest lore earlier, where there was like this one incident where French protesters and the police were squaring off, and this one guy who ended up being like a retired national boxing champion
Oh,
decided to
he
show
just
up.
went in. He just went in there.
He went in, and as he went in there, the geese Howard theme.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, I really like that. Just soy sauce for geese, just blasting.
Yeah, as he's like decking a cop with a protective gear in the face.
Oh god. Oh, that's really good. I haven't
There's not
seen
going to
that
be a
one.
better use of that theme this year.
No,
I will also like as soon as the boxer got involved, the police backed the fuck up.
because I think they knew. They were like, oh no, oh it's that guy.
Like they hit him with like a tear gas canister in the knee, and he just no sold it.
In the knee, and he was like, no.
In the knee, like it hit him in the legs, and he just didn't care. He kept it back.
Oh man.
Man, France don't give a fuck.
Not a single one.
Hey, Cheez, if I come visit you, will you cook?
What would I be cooking?
I trust your judgment.
I also need to know like what you're into food wise, because if you got any allergies, I don't want to take any chances.
I'm not allergic to food. I'm not a vegan, and I don't.
Is there any kind of like vegetable or anything that sits in your mouth weird? Like for me, I cannot eat okra. Like okra just hits the tongue and the teeth weird, and it's the worst for me.
Corn.
Oh, cool. You know what? You know what? I like
I've
that.
never been able to do.
That's
I've
that's
never been
pretty.
able to do.
That's pretty good.
Nancy Pelosi getting Wakanda Forever tattooed on her forearm, so you'll stop asking her about federal student loan forgiveness.
Oh no. Oh man.
Can't wait for
Was
everybody.
Nancy Pelosi the one who liberals were trying to be like, "Oh, look at her with her fancy face masks. Oh, look at her. We stand a
She was
queen."
in, she was in Kenta cloth today.
Uh,
That's about as close to blackface as you can get without doing blackface.
oh, that's bad.
Now, apparently, like, people from the NAACP advise that she do that, which I'm like, why?
Why? To prank her. That's why.
Prank her.